It is now the tail end of winter, and with spring rapidly approaching, that can only mean one thing: carp fishing. So me and a friend set out on a small lake that is said to hold some nice carp, where I thought that I'd have a chance at catching one in the colder months. I used a range of tactics to try and tempt the dormant cold water fish to take the hook bait, resulting in a surprise capture and some last minute carnage. Shortly after arriving, I began to get the rods set up. I was going to fish my chosen bait mix in solid bags with pink pop-ups on spinner rigs, and I chucked the rod to an area of deep water. I just put out both the rods on solid bags, and to be honest, I don't know this fishery very well, so I've just positioned them randomly across the lake. Nothing's happened so far as in terms of liners and bites, but I'm staying optimistic and I'm just hoping that something can happen. As I went to put something in the bin, Alex was recording a voiceover for his video and my rod burst into life.
Oh, there we bite. Is it still on? Yeah, it's got to be.
And I was on to the first fish of the session. I thought it was going to be a small carp, so I was very surprised to see a big chub thrashing his head around in the margins. It was secured in the net and I was already off the mark not long into our session. A new personal best chub of around 2.5 pounds.
Have a look at that.
Wow, would you have a look at that fish? That's honestly an epic start to the day. Personal best chub. He is absolutely freezing, but I'm chuffed. Genuinely such a nice fish. And a personal best on the pink pop-up. Yeah, but just such a nice fish. It has really distinct markings on its back as well. Don't know if you can see those, how the scales are kind of like partitioned in two. Before I continue with this video, I would just like to ask if you could subscribe to the channel, as it helps a lot and I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Well, that was a lovely fish. I'm so happy with that to start off the session, and I've got the rods back out in the same spot. And let's hope that I can get a carp now. Well, it seems as if somebody is using the lake for other purposes. Coincidentally, soon after, the carp rods fell quiet, but I quickly set up a maggot feeder rod and cast it out, which got interest immediately. And unsurprisingly, the line pulled up tight and I was on.
Literally got yanked into the lake. Oh my gosh. Lost carp.
This lovely little common quickly found its way into the back of the net. Here goes. Right, a lovely but very aggressive little common on the maggot feeder. It's actually, surprisingly, got some really nice colours, but it's what you can expect from a winter fish, and I wouldn't say I'm chuffed, and it's definitely not the type of size of the carp I'm looking for, but it's a carp nonetheless. Now it's time to get him back. Right, so I finally got the carp I was looking for. In all honesty, it's definitely not the size I was looking for, but it's still nice to get a bend in the rod and get a fish on the bank. But hopefully these carp rods can go now with something a lot bigger on the end.
I'm going to put it directly in the corner, like between.
And then the fishing started to not go too well.
Oh, okay. Quick.
Luckily the solid bag hadn't melted and I managed to quickly flick it actually to the corner this time. And I'm just going to let this clip speak for itself. But to be honest, absolutely nothing was happening. We were soon to get picked up, and we both agreed to put a rod 20 metres up the bank to a likely looking island spot. One rod quickly became two in a last ditch effort to get amongst some fish. I changed over from solid bags to little mesh bags with pineapple pellets, and within 5 minutes the rod to the island tore off and I was on yet again.
Yes.
Ready? You ready? 3. Oh.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alex managed to get this little common into the net. Well, I don't want to jinx anything, but the action most definitely seems to be picking up. Me and Alex have just had a brace, and I've just got the rods back out on the same spots I had to take, which I missed. So I'm going to try get amongst some more fish. And before I had a chance to take that little common out for photos, the rod to the island went off once again. Fish in there. After blanking pretty much all day, other than my chub and a few small fish on the maggot feeder, the carnage has absolutely ensued, and we've had 3 fish in the net, this being my smaller one. Like, I've had 2 commons, Alex had a mirror, so this is my smaller common, and honestly it's just a lovely fish. They got some really nice colours in here, and I'm going to get it slipped back now. Beautiful. Oh, do you mind?
Sure. Well, how about that? Brace shot, common and mirror. We were literally blanking all day, but after switching spots from the main bit of the lake to the island, we had a flurry of like about 4 bites in what space of 10-15 minutes.
Definitely, yeah.
Absolutely incredible. And yeah, these are the better of the 2 fish, a silver common and a beautiful linear mirror.
So yeah, honestly, like, the bites have just not stopped coming in the last 15-20 minutes. My rod tore off. We've had 3 fish.
Ooh,
Alex's rod has torn off as well, and I think both these carp want to get back soon.
Let's do one more lift up on the other side.
They're both lovely, lovely fish. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.